This is Barack Obama, speech written for me by Tom Duty. As your 44th president of the United States and being a former president, I remain popular today. And at least as popular, if not more popular, as my wife, Michelle. The two of us have a significant influence in the choice of the Democratic candidate to run against Donald Trump in 2020. And I humbly accept that I believe the influence I have for that primary is more than one person should have. And when I combine my influence with Michelle, together we agree our influence is more than one couple should have. It's a democracy. Michelle and I will only vote twice, once apiece. So I'm here campaigning at this moment with Mayor Pete of South Bend, Indiana. At this moment, if I were to vote in a primary, I would vote for Joe Biden. My experience with Joe in the White House tells me that he's the right person for the job. But again, I am here to campaign for Pete. I realize by being here, I'll be able to bring some attention to him that he might not be able to get without me. Pete is a solid candidate, a solid nominee for the Democratic nomination. And it is my hope that by being here, I'll bring more attention to his campaign for the ultimate goal of having the Democratic nominee selected in a fair, unbiased, transparent process. Now, some have criticized the selection of Hillary Clinton over Bernie Sanders, and some of that criticism is valid, that the Democratic Party stuffed Hillary into that position rather than allowing Democrats to make that choice. To go against Trump, the process must be unbiased, fair, and transparent. And if that happens, the Democratic Party will choose a nominee that can be sorted by all Democrats. The people who support Kamala Harris, Amy Klobuchar, Gillibrand, Bernie Sanders, Joe Biden. Only one of those candidates can be nominated. What the Democratic candidate, the party needs most of all, is for the supporters of the candidates who were not nominated to be able to rally behind the nominee. And that can only happen with a fair, unbiased, transparent process. So again, I introduce to you Mayor Pete of South Bend, Indiana. He's just recently on the national stage, and it is my belief, by me being on the national and international stage now for more than a decade, that I can bring attention to this very worthy candidate who is here for your consideration. And with that, I introduce to you Mayor Pete of South Bend, Indiana. Ciao, ciao.